On June 5th, 793, a storm was approaching the shores of the Kingdom of Northumbria. A few months earlier, Althing, the Council of Vikings, made the decision to plunder its largest abbey, the famous Lindisfarne. One of the leaders of this expedition was Jarl Ulf Ironbeard, a stern but respected man among his people. However, it wasn't meant for all of the Northmen to reach Lindisfarne by the sea. A storm that hit the coast of Northumbria has scattered some of their ships miles away from their destination. Ulf's raiding party landed near a town called Bamburgh. The Northmen saw it as an easy target to plunder. Little did they know that all of Northumbria was just coming out of a bloody civil war. Troops of a new King Ethelred were battling remnants of recently murdered King Osred's loyal army. For this reason, heavy garrisons were scattered throughout the country, and one of them was stationed just outside Bamburgh.
Hello guys, and welcome to Ancestors Legacy. So I'm Ascender Key for this game, and today I'm going to be playing the first two missions in this video out of the 3 available in the closed beta version, which was originally presented at Gamescom.
We need to find Jarl Ulf.
So our first objective is to meet with Ulf. But before we carry on, a little bit about Ancestors Legacy. It is a historically accurate game set in the Middle Ages, and on the release we'll have a potential of 40 missions focused on storytelling as Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, Germans and Slavs. Very, very cool indeed. It's like the medieval sort of era. Honestly, the Viking campaign, from what I've played so far, is very similar to TV shows like The Last Kingdom on the BBC, or Vikings on the History Channel, of course.
Looks like this storm has set us all off the course.
Now, as we continue, I must say that all of the voice acting and the UI is temporary currently, and everything is of course subject to change. So next up we have to flank the archers. So there is this very convenient mountain pass on the right side. However, what I must say is that the graphics are pretty damn good. For a company that doesn't necessarily make too many RTS games.
Look, it's Olaf and his shield bearer! They're pinned down by those archers! They will taste our axes!
So far what I've been doing is just sort of left clicking on my squads to select them, or just drag selecting like normal. Pretty standard RTS controls, it's all very intuitive. What I'm going to do now is right click to attack and charge those opponents. The Anglo-Saxons standing in our way and the shield bearers coming to help, slaughtering those slingers. We have our shield bearers. Awesome stuff.
Use your shields as we flank the archers.
Now we're being introduced to skills. Our first of which is the Raise Shields command, which allows us to hide from enemy arrows. I think it gives us a little defensive buff versus arrows as we charge them down. The archer's not having a fun time, especially as our allies come into the fray. Slaughtering them. I really love how the battles look, honestly. How multiple men can hit the same guy at the same time. That's something that even titles under the Total War series struggle to do.
To prevent reinforcements! Gods are with us! It stopped raining! Now we can burn everything down!
So at the moment it is pretty scripted, as you can see, but as we continue throughout the missions we will gain more freedoms, and the devs have assured us, or me, that when we have access to more missions, we will have even more freedoms, which will be very nice to see. Let's charge down these slingers. Now the game does also have resource management, base building, and squad-based battles. So there's all that to look forward to as we continue through these single-player missions. And there's also a multiplayer that's planned in the future as well. Just killing squad after squad of these slingers currently. Once we take out these men, we're going to go ahead and burn down this building. Now in order to destroy buildings in this game, you use torches. And that's exactly what you can see our soldiers doing here. Once this red bar reaches full, the building starts to burn down. And if you continue throwing torches at it, it actually just helps the building burn down faster. Now you can see a series of debuffs occurring, like flanked, outnumbered, And I believe that negatively affects the enemy's morale. See all the like buffs and debuffs around the portraits of our squads. There's not that much information on exactly what they do yet, but as stated before, the UI is a work in progress. Just burning down that building. And now we'll move on to the final one. Our allies have already dispatched a bunch of spearmen over here. And that's the last of the buildings burning down. Great stuff.
Brace yourselves! They're coming in great numbers!
More Anglo-Saxons on the way. These guys, very well armoured. Especially compared to our men. Here we're being introduced to different formations. You can change to defensive. Offensive is a bit more spread out, I feel. What we're going to do is we're going to have those men in defensive stance. Going to take the shields down and have them ready to engage the enemy spearmen. So we're going to charge in here. Get the flanked modifier onto these spearmen. Ulf needs to survive, so I'm going to keep him out of the combat for now, but he is in range to provide a morale buff to the surrounding units. Archers do actually seem to provide quite a lot of friendly fire, which isn't ideal. Yeah, if you like the look of this game, check it out on Steam. There's a bunch of screenshots on there that look beautiful. No official release date just yet, although I have heard that they intend to release it in Q2 of next year. That is more speculation than anything though. But I am actually quite excited from what I've seen so far. It's a bit hands off here, but let's go ahead and get Ulf engaged. We'll use our special abilities. We've also gained access to these two scouts, which are a couple of horsemen. So let's get them engaged. And we'll use the fear to reduce the morale of the enemies. Those spearmen actually nearly killed off entirely. Not doing very well though. They are starting to win out. That friendly fire isn't helping either. I'm gonna keep using our abilities so that Ulf doesn't die. If he dies, we lose.
We will not best them! Retreat! Into the woods!
Time to get out of here. And there you have it, the first mission complete. Let's continue to the second.
Overwhelmed by the forces of the enemy, cut off from their ships, the Northmen had to escape. Those who did not retreat in time lost their lives or became captives. Once harsh invaders looking for prey, the Northmen suddenly became prey themselves. Luckily, they found salvation in a nearby forest, which became their temporary shelter. Here, they could catch a moment of respite from the pursuing Britons. Here, Jarl Ulf Ironbeard, who suffered injuries during the fight, could heal his wounds and recover. However, a new problem arose for the people of the north. In order to survive and to have any chance to join the rest of the expedition against Lindisfarne, they had to gather food and supplies.
You made it! Good to see you alive, Jarl.
We retreated as soon as they started winning the battle in the village.
Lost many good men in there, and many were taken hostage.
Tonight, they dine in Valhalla.
Look! It's our scout! He's back!
I found food supplies. There is a farm and a hunting hut north from here. If we plunder both places, we will have food for many days.
We cannot go. We need to patch our wounds.
Take care of your warriors, brother. I'll get those supplies. Stammen.
And here we are. Welcome to mission 2 of Ancestors Legacy.
I'll be scouting the nearby area.
To replenish your squad, use retreat, or go back to a camp you control.
So now we have access to a couple more skills. We have the med camp here, and we also have the retreat command, which allows us to run the hell away. We've got a selection menu. We've also got some more of the UI available, which is of course a work in progress. But you can see there will be the access to recruit squads, manage villages, and so on in the future.
Someone's coming. We can't let him alarm anyone. Let's make an ambush in one of those bushes. Don't get too close to the light, or they'll notice us.
Right, let's head over to these bushes, and we shall take cover. Unsuspecting chap just having a jolly round, left on his lonesome. But we want our food. Let's take it. Nice. We have to plunder this food.
All right.
Nice.
Time to look for the hunting hut.
Let's carry on.
Go.
So as you can see, we're being introduced to some stealth elements, and I believe some of the missions in the campaigns will be comprised of stealth elements in the future. This is our introduction to it.
We've got eyes on the enemy. Someone's coming. Let's hide in the bushes and wait for them to pass.
And this kind of gameplay actually reminds me of Commandos, which was an old World War II RTS RPG style stealth game.
Let's hide over there.
Very cool indeed.
On the double.
I'm really liking the settings and these graphics. I would almost like it if I could zoom out a bit more though.
An abandoned camp. It'll be a good place to rest. There they are. We're going there, fast. It seems like they're taking our allies somewhere. Let's hide over here.
I guess we'll have to stalk those guys.
On the double. Enemy spotted. Move, move.
But our objective really is to go to this hunting hut over here. So I guess we've got to bypass all of these guards. Might be a bit harder than it looks. You can see the circle there, where the light is. I think we've got to stay in the shadows. Oh. If we do a jog backwards and forwards. I might be able to just bypass those spearmen entirely. Yep, awesome. And we'll carry on up here.
All the nearby units come from here. Let's go there.
And we have another objective to clear the enemy camp.
Enemy spotted. Move quickly.
Not entirely sure we can do that with 3 men. I'm assuming
Over there.
we're going to get some more reinforcements.
We need this food. Let's get rid of the guards.
It looks like these two are having a nap.
Over there.
If we come round behind them,
There they
we can
are.
probably take them by surprise.
Attack!
Their teammates are on the other side of this building right now, so we might be able to kill them before they arrive. Killed one of them. Second one's going to be dying very soon, I think. There he goes. Now the second squad of 2. More peasants just don't stand a chance.
We're going there fast.
Plunder the remaining food. Job done.
That's Hioda. Poor bastard. His squad must have wandered off when he retreated from the beach. It seems like they wanted to get some food and got killed by the Brits. Fools. Wait, there's a blood trail. Maybe someone survived. We need to find out.
Let's follow the blood trail. Can't end us up anywhere bad, right? Ah, dead body.
Move, move. A corpse. One of us must have fallen to those filthy Brits. It's Sven. It was his first raid. Bastards. He must have escaped the Christians, but they got him eventually.
Poor chap.
Maybe they went the other way.
Hanging from the tree. You'd think we'd cut him down. But no time for that. Gotta follow more blood.
It looks like Gotland's craft. It belonged to one of us. We must be getting close. Enemy spotted. The Brits. They must have taken our brothers. We have to get them out. There's too many of them. We should eliminate one squad at a time. If we burn this village, someone will come to check what's going on.
Looks like we have a village to burn, boys. Only 3 of us. But should be able to get the job done. What was that distraction?
Move quickly. Prepare an ambush out there. Burn!
You can throw torches from these bushes.
On the enemy. This won't work. We need to find something more flammable.
Okay, looks like we're going to have to use the cart to burn the house instead. So let's do that.
Prepare an ambush out there. Burn! Prepare an ambush out there. Over
Try and
there.
avoid being
Coming.
spotted by the peasant.
Burn!
And we'll finish off that cart.
Prepare an ambush out there.
Job done. Scoot on round to the other side of the village as we have to burn this cart as well.
There they are. We're going there fast. Burn it down.
Looks like we've got a little bit of respite here to get a few torches in. Looks like it takes 4 volleys to set it alight.
Let's go there.
There we go. Job done.
This should do it. The enemy must have seen that.
Let's get back into cover as the enemy come to investigate.
Let's hide over here. We're going there fast. Over there, they're coming.
There they go.
Prepare an ambush out there.
And if those spearmen are left on their own, we may as well take them out.
I'm going to break your legs nice and slowly.
Nice.
Great job. 2 more to go.
We have more allies to free.
Looks like a good place to rest.
Let's move on. Got to kill some more guards and free some more men. Assuming it will give us another squad. These archers, they have separate ability to the spearmen. They have volley, they have covering you. Try out this volley. Engage them. And then mow them down. It does a few quick shots, and after that the squad needs to rest, which I guess leaves them quite vulnerable and then unable to move.
Let's hide over there.
Those spearmen just didn't stand a chance.
Forward, half speed. Eyes on the enemy. Forward, half speed. Eyes on the enemy.
Another village. We can burn it down to draw their attention and free our brothers.
Alright, let's go burn down that village as well. We got a lot more men this time, so it should be a lot quicker. We also have archers, which should be able to do it from a distance. We'll go and occupy these bushes here and burn down those carts. I'm surprised that peasant honestly didn't see that those flaming arrows flying through the sky.
The enemy must have seen that.
They're not going to complain.
Move, move. Enemy spotted.
The guards are leaving.
We've spotted enemy troops.
Let's try and take out those low health guards.
Listen up, Spear. And fail them.
That's one set of spearmen down. Let's take out the second lot. Using covering you there in order to boost the stats of my spearmen. That's actually going to give us another spearman squad. Oh, some guys are coming back.
Have you heard this one? What kind of Viking ship doesn't sink? Friendship!
Wow, what a joke. We're just going to let that other squad rest, as I believe they took an arrow to the knee.
Let's hide over there.
Right, now they're done, let's move on. Got to free some more allies down here now. Quite a way to go, honestly. We do have the objective still to clear the enemy camp, but I'm not sure which one's the main objective. It looks like freeing the allies, maybe. In which case we'll focus on that. since the camp did look quite well occupied.
Over there, they're coming.
And even so, freeing the allies first would probably be a good idea, so that we have more men to engage the camp if we still need to afterwards. And there's 2 squads here. Don't necessarily want to engage them. We'll probably take out those spearmen.
Listen up, Spear.
Oh, we're being flanked here. Go ahead and engage in the grass here. We'll try stopping those archers from hitting friendly fire. And that's all the enemy spearmen dead. Let's patch up in the cover here.
We should rest and heal.
I'm on it, spearmen, don't worry.
On your feet. Listen up, Spears. Prepare an ambush.
Time to carry on.
Out there. Let's go. Move quickly. We've got eyes on the enemy.
Oh, we have another few men on the way.
Move quickly.
Try and get into cover as quickly as possible. I think these guys might be a little bit late.
Spearman. They won't see us there.
You can try and take them out. I'm going to go for the volley again.
Listen. Spears, listen. Quick, we're moving to fight.
After them in the back as well. Oh, that was quick. Looks like it's worth camping literally after every engagement, just to make sure all of your men are at full health going into the next
Let's hide over there.
engagement.
Those of the north. Let's hide over here.
So we have to go down again. So let's go ahead and do that.
Don't shoot! I'm a Northman like you. I managed to escape.
Where are the others?
In the other camp. You'll need men to set them free, and you need to hurry up. The Brits want to set them on fire as an act of revenge.
Wow. It's not very nice, is it? I would hate to be burned to death. Oh my lord. I think those men are already gone, if you ask me. The best we can do, probably, is put them out of their misery, but we are going to try and save them nonetheless. Let's go ahead and charge this camp. Going to put on the covering you, and we will continue with the archer fire. Quite a lot of friendly fire coming through there. Did a nice amount of job of, or nice amount of work on the peasants, which are suffering quite a lot. Get the archers to engage the spearmen. I might just be able to kill off this peasant.
All hail the god who reigns supreme. It's
Fantastic.
good to have you all back. But who is this infidel coming with you?
Take care of
The name's Godric. Take me with you and I'll help you. I'll show you the nearby camps where you can get wood.
We should rest before we go any further. We could go there and secure those resources.
So now we have Godric on our sides. He looks like he's a defector. Your shield bearer's taking a nap though. Should have them healed up in no time.
Shields, all your freight.
Let's get going. I'm to go and secure the wood camp.
Move carefully.
And now we also have
Watch your
the
space.
Godric must survive objective. A pretty important character.
We cannot leave this camp for the Brits to retake.
Good to see you. I saw a party of Brits heading in that direction. They want our wood. We need it to repair ships and build siege machines. We need to secure this wood camp at all costs.
Alright, well let's get all of my men to come help out then. We can set up a spear wall.
Listen up, Spear.
Get these guys to set up a spear wall as well.
Spearman.
Although actually we need to collect this wood apparently. Let's do that.
Let's move out.
That should be enough.
What are we doing with this wood? Building traps. Okay. I guess we can build some traps.
Now. Men. Spears, listen. Archers, watch your spacing.
Sure, I'm ready. This way.
Spearman. Spearman.
Shield bearers. Hurry, let's go.
Well, hopefully we can build another trap there. Yep, we can.
Move carefully.
Cool. Can we build another trap with these guys? We should probably build as many as we can.
Let's move out. Aside, archers.
Be here any minute. Take position.
Probably get into cover.
Coming. Prepare for battle. I will not show my back to the Christian scum.
Wow.
We should stay here and set up an ambush.
I'm here.
Get Godric involved. Also going to flank those spearmen. Nice. Let's get the cover bonus going.
Sure, I'm ready.
I may as well have this shield bearer get involved. Very nice
All
indeed.
the Christians are dead.
And that is the second mission complete.
We need to patch
So
our
two
wounds.
very different missions indeed today. We had the sort of straight up story mission, very much fighting from start to finish. And this one with the stealth elements, with a little bit of resource collection. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first look at Ancestors Legacy. And next time round we'll be moving on to the third and final mission of this closed beta preview. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.